トルバーブルック。すごいよね、これミニチュアでしょこれ。この手前の木とかさ。オプション、ゲームプレイ。なんでイングリッシュになってるんですか？あれ？あ、じゃあ、これは、ボイスか。
あった。
はい、日本語。ディスプレイ、字幕あり。キッズモードって何？キッズモードってなんだ？音声。ギャルゲーみたいだね。
全部マックスでもいい気するけど。
あれ森か。全体的に森の話なんかなこれ。どこまでがミニチュアなんだろう。そんなちょうどよくガス欠した？
We're out of gas and your engine is boiling.
ちょうどいいじゃん。
Let's see if we can fix you
ガ
out.
ストスタだよなこれ。
We'll be back on the road in no time.
多分。
Stranded in the middle of
なんか可
nowhere.
愛いフォントだね。
うん。
コントロール。ああ、俺動かせるんだこれ。でこれで移動して、早足歩く。違うわ、これか。早足ポイントクリック。
Dad used to say, a flawless establishment needs flawless window panes.
そう一時歩いてくんかいじ
Tiny rock gas station. A beacon in the dark. Out of gas and the engine is overheated.
ゃん。何こ
Terra Incognita Scenic Highway. Next sounds promising. My tires should still last a couple. Hansen's ice cream. I used to.
これいちいち調べられるんです
Somebody
けど。
forgot their toolbox.
じゃないとこういうゲームはやっぱり
うん。
アドベンチャーだからね。
そういうのいいよね。
At least the cold chain is unbroken.
これ冷蔵庫か。
アイス売ってんじゃない？
アイス売ってんじゃん。ああ、今吹き出しをクリックしたんだけど。なるほどね。
Text investigation. Open the door.
その言い方もちょっと
ぽい。
薄なんだよ。
Locked.
これが
Of course.
調べるで吹き出しが出るときは何かできる。
Hello? Anybody in there? I could really use some gas.
うん。何これ。
星が見れるんじゃない？
Some of these constellations seem familiar. Or do they? Some of these constellations seem familiar. Or do they?
だけ
そんだけだろ。
あ、これなんかクリックできる。あ、隠し
No
たっ
way.
た。
A hidden replacement key.
本当だ。簡単だっ
That
た。
was too easy. As if it wanted to be found.
B がアイテム。ああ、これか。OK。わかりやすかった。お前 B で出して A か。そこは A なのかよ。
It fits. That was almost too easy.
入んないと。
いちいち俺が出さなきゃいけないの。 これミニチュアなんかな。
これはミニチュアっぽい。なんか
すごいね。
Can't even see my own hands.
ミニチュアと CG の組み合わせらしいけどさ。メイキングすごかったもんね。何これ。
There's something funny about that picture.
何が。
とりあえず移動してみたら。
うん何これ。
写真に対して他にアクションないの？
写真に対して見るだけ。あ、増えてる。
Oops. A hidden switch.
電気だ。
This must be the main fuse.
一発の強盗だな。
The landscape on that picture vaguely reminds me of home.
でもやってはいるんだな、これ。いないだけで。
It's a picture of a
Mm.
buffalo.
単純に営業時間外でしょ。だからもう一発の強盗だな。
What I wouldn't give to be there. This is the end of nowhere. I wonder if these postcards would ever reach their destination.
このミニチュアがすげえゲームだったら知ってるけど、
20%
どういう
bun,
話なのかしら。
5% cold cuts, and 75% cling film. Thanks, but no thanks. Coffee. If there's something I can't stand, it's cherry pie and hot coffee.
お前チェリーパイ食う機会ないんだよな、こっち。
All I have left are a few Deutschmarks. Pretty useless out here anyways. Looks dusty.
これだらけなの。
Electrical cables.
そういうわけじゃないか。
This thing wouldn't take me far out here.
何これ。あ
ジュークボックス。
Again, that ghastly tune.
あ、壊れてるじゃん。えらい不気味だよ。
ガソリンはどこで手に入る？どうやって手に入るんだ？
電気つけたかそうってやんかな。と調べれるのがないしね。うん。バイバイ。違うわ、これか。こうか。これで。
Now they are working again. Drink up. You must be dying of thirst. Fueled up, but the engine is still way too hot. Not until I have found a way to cool down
Naruto?
the engine.
冷凍庫。
アイスと
I
ド
wish
ライアイス。
it's
あ
frozen
ー
shut.
どうしましょうね。
This loot box contains only some
Sorry.
rusty pliers.
ペンチ
あれ
開けるか？
でもこれダメだ。アイテムじゃない。アイテムが使えない。
Those pliers won't help me with that.
でしょうね。
じゃあ戻ってなんか探しに行かないと。
これピンチ切んのかこれ。切っちゃえ切っちゃえ。
Zip.
外が消えたみたいだけど。
All I have left are a few Deutschmarks. Cold water is
であれもう一回。いや、つけらんないよ。もう切ったもんだって。
うん。
できるようになったかどれ？
そのなんか水にフォーカス当てらんないのか。残念な。
うん。
なんかこうコップかなんか持ってこれないの？
あ、こうやっても移動できんだ俺。だからといって何だったんじゃろう。取る、手に取るがない。
This one shows a map of the area.
いいじゃん。
I'll take it with me. Quite off the beaten track.
そういう中に見える。
あ、なんか手に取れる。
これじゃなくて違う。これか。なんだこれ。
Extra large, no refill.
やった。コップだ。これで水入れれば。
もうこれしかなかった。
Cold as ice. Exactly what I need. There you go. Have some Kool-Aid.
んなシャーってやっちゃって大丈夫なの？
Done. Finally, we can make off again.
全部つけっぱなしでいいのかよ。
Oh, come on. Start already.
It's
that darn
Install?
oil pump again. Looks like we'll be stuck here for a while.
マジかよ。あ、エンジンオイル。私の車のエンジンオイルいつ期限だったか見なきゃ。あ、これは
ミニチュアかな。
ミニチュアっぽい。
すごいね。
かわいい。実写っぽいね。でもなんかミニチュアというより。
かっこいいね。
うん。かっこいい。
作ったんかな、でっかい。結構でかいよ。
後ろの背景？
じゃあ山。
ああ、山はミニチュアっぽい。でも
結構でけえ山だったけど。それを見せるためのオープニングだったのかな、俺。ラザラス。人なのか地名なのか。
地名ってこともあるか。
67年。
You sure this is the right place? When's the next bus back to the city? Beverly, I have arrived. I feel spewed out into the most barren, dark void of Europe. All things considered, this could most likely be the best vacation ever. Feeling chilled out already.
じゃあレコーダーかあれ、
多分
日記的なやつだ。
The next city. Ah, yes.
ちょっと待ってよ。
Ah, yeah, that's where I am. The bus stop. My gateway to the outside
あれ
world.
から来たんか。
Looks cold.
うん、綺麗だな。
うん
Its heydays are over.
船か。
ボロボロだもんね。
Hades. Paddleboat rental, souvenirs, fishing supplies. Closed. Paddleboat rental. 1 hour, 1 Deutschmark.
早足なってんのかわからん。なってんのか。
わかんねえ。なってねえんじゃね？この場面では早足なんのかって感じする。
A hiking map of the region. The upper section has been torn off. I wonder what that is.
なんだろう、どういう類の事件起きんだろうこれ。何あれ。鎧があるけど。
Arrived at destination after a short walk. Trüberbrook, a tranquil little town. Seems a bit run down. I must say, Beverly, I absolutely fell in love with this town already.
本当か？
すごいね、グラフィック。
うん。
どこまで作ってんのこれ。
Wooden
Don't like
fences
Hakatan.
always remind me of my old neighborhood. That is one strange-looking cat.
猫じゃなくね？これキツネじゃね？
That's probably the town's landmark.
変なシンボルだな。
人気ね。
There's a selection of
Sabi
local charcuterie on display. Würstebrei, Stippgrütze, Schlachteplatte, Pothocker, Tote
Oh,
Oma.
他ね。
そんなこと言うなって。あああ、そういうことね。
何持ってんの？
録音って書いてある。
あ
違うか、録画か。どっちだ。
Beverly,
Look on channel?
I discovered the local movie theater.
あ、録画してるようには
Mobius
見えない。
Palace. The favorite genres around here appear to be
も
Western
うどんだけ田
and
舎なんだ
noir.
これ。田舎やることね。
The time-traveling machine.
えー、
Complete nonsense from a quantum mechanical perspective.
あ、学者なのこの人。大学生なのか、学者なのか。
This must be the place.
あ、やだ。
こっちは何？
I should check into my room first before I start exploring the town.
あの手前の看板気になる。
掲示板みたい。
うん。
Small ads, postings, announcements. They're holding a town fair soon. Exciting.
結構長く言うつもりなんだな。
Evening.
Hey.
うん、地元の人じゃないそうです。
Nobody there, huh?
Doesn't seem so.
ホテルでどうすりゃいいんだよ。人っ子一人いない。本当に人っ子一人いないじゃん。
Where is everyone?
I saw someone here just a minute ago.
Today's menu? Nothing.
そんなことある？
That's quite a few fishing rods they have there. They don't seem to have many bookings. All the keys are still there.
危ねえ。
人いねえじゃん。
Please
人も
ring
ねえし
bell for service. We only serve small pots of coffee outside the restaurant.
一杯単位じゃダメか。ねこれ。
Look at all these beautiful people.
そう。
全部あんのそれ。
Must be some kind of ancestral gallery.
これあれかな、スタッフかな。
わかんない
違うかな。シャーマンアート。ちょっとダメじゃん。
想像上の2匹の猫。
スタッフじゃない。
顔はスタッフかもしれないね。
なんでそんなくだらねえ大会があんのか。あとは何？
This leads to the rooms.
勝手に部屋行っていい？階段にあったよ。
I should check in first.
誰もいないんだ。もう一回ベル鳴らしてみる？
うん。
Please ring bell for service. We only.
ペレどれこれ
そうでしょ。違うの？
違うぞ。これか。
あ、それだ。
Hello? I'm not going to give up.
Good afternoon. How can I help you, darling?
There's a room reserved for me. You know the lottery? I won a stay over here.
You won? How can you win a stay in Trüberbrook?
Well, actually, I don't really remember taking part in any lottery myself. Yet I received this winning notification.
なんでその怪しいか
What
な。
was the name again?
ハンス・タンハウザーっていう。
Hans Tannhauser. Dr. Hans Tannhauser.
Tannhauser, 11hauser.
ないんじゃない？
Oh, Dr. Hans Tannhauser. Oh yes, here we have it.
Say, is it a quiet room?
Seeking some peace and quiet.
Well, I'm working on a text and I could really use some serenity.
Text?
ああ。
Are you a kind of writer or
他ではなくて。
something?
やっぱり。
I'm a physicist. Right now, I'm writing a paper on quantum physics.
I've heard worse. You arrived just in time for the big anniversary celebration. Trüberbrook is a bit noisier than usual around these days. But apart from that, I'd say you have nothing to worry about in terms of disturbance. Here's your key, Dr. Tannhauser. My name is Trude, by the way.
If you don't mind, where are all the other guests?
Let's put it this way. The season in Trüberbrook is already over.
I get the impression the season has been over for some time. What?
Please, you've got to help me.
あれ
Did that guy just disappear with my paper?
足跡がある。
Something unusual happened. There was an uninvited guest in my room tonight. Now that he's escaped, I'm going to chase him down. Creepy. Some kind of a sea monster.
日誌
Must
的
be a
な。
local myth. It seems rather unpleasant outside.
せっかくの休暇なのに。
I better not. It'll start raining in. Hanging dead animals on your wall is a bit... At least it seems the burglar didn't rummage through the cabinet. What a mess. I don't want to mess up the crime scene. What is this? Some kind of goo.
なんだこれ
あら、
Where did he go?
失ってんじゃないよ。
Darkest night. In the pale starlight, this village appears to be composed of jagged silhouettes and loneliness. It's the window to my room.
あ、
A trail of goo. The thief must have left it behind. The trail leads further uptown.
そこに人がいるけど。喋れないんかい。
人じゃねえっぽいぞ
Hey
いや
there.
人だ
Taking a little night stroll?
Someone was in my room.
You only just got here and you already have secret admirers?
No, it was a burglar. I think.
Well, I haven't seen anyone sneaking around here. But if I were you, I would probably follow these somewhat extremely obvious footprints.
You've got a point there. Please excuse me.
お前が C って言ったの。
This situation is growing aggravating. I followed the person who stole my notes into a kind of dead-end street. And now he's vanished. Picture me standing here at the edge of the world, stripped of my writings.
I wonder who on earth would steal a paper on quantum physics.
I wonder if she knows something about the burglar.
Do you like ghost stories?
It is said that a proto-Germanic cult used to live up here in the mountains. They prayed to the spirits of the forests.
I know it's a long shot, but maybe this visitor of yours is one of those spirits?
Evil spirits?
Nonsense, I was just trying to mess with you. What was your name again? Tenhauser? Name's Gretchen. I'm an anthropologist. In fact, those old Proto-Germanic ritual grounds just so happen to be my special subject. One of them is supposedly somewhere around here, though I haven't been able to find it yet.
Gretchen, well met. Now that's all well and good, but what am I going to do without my notes?
You know what? I'm going to help you track down that burglar. It looks like he escaped with one of the old gondolas. I bet he's hiding somewhere in the mountains, which incidentally is also where I was heading. Come on, you're a scientist. You're coming with me now and you're going to help me find this ritual site. Who knows, maybe you'll even find your evil spirit there. The one with an interest in quantum whatchamacallits. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. So what do you say?
なんかほとんどお前の意見のような気もするけど。
Ha! I knew you had the spirit of adventure in you.
何も喋
Are
れ
you
ない
ready
ね。
to go? I'm ready to go. The early bird catches the worm and all that. We have to find a way up the mountain. It would be easiest if we used a cable car. I reckon that's also what our friend thought.
The cable car doesn't exactly appear to be in pristine condition. What do you think?
Don't worry, I'm sure I can fix this.
なんだこの怪しい姉ちゃんは。
I can't fix this. The master key is missing and a weasel damaged the electric mains.
Maybe it was the burglar who did this.
The plan. I'll hold the position and try my best. Why don't you take a look around town? We need the master key for the cable car. Also, we need to override the broken mains. Think you can remember that?
I'll try to remember.
Let's go. This is going to be fun. High voltage. There's got to be a way we can fix this.
ケーブルがねえじゃん。
It's glowing red. It seems you need a special key to get the thing running.
Indeed, mastermind. Did you already ask around town? Maybe someone there has it.
These binoculars should provide an excellent view of the opposite lakeshore. I have to insert a coin first.
ねえ。ねえぞこい。何これ。
I wonder what that is. Locked.
何これ。
Danger. High voltage. This old generator is running at maximum strength. It's even sending out sparks.
危ねえ。
Judging by the smell, this was used to transport cookies and lollipops.
何それ。箱？
Hello? Anybody there?
何なんだよこれ。これ電話機なんだよ。
What was that?
本当よ。
Time waits for no man, not even in Trüberbrook. I discovered a modern telecommunication system further uptown. This might be important to anybody wondering if the world is still turning at the end of the line.
Are you okay? Do you have brain damage?
よう生きてんな。
街に行くか。どうせなんもねえし。
あ、今さっき通信録音してくれそうだったけど、まあいいか。
This table, it has a wobble.
えー、
Everything's going down the drain around here.
テーブルがグラグラするだけだろ、まだ。諦めんなよ、じじ
Good
い。
morning.
Excuse me, sir.
I've been wondering about that cable car.
I don't want to think about the old cable car. This wobbling table is simply unbearable. It's driving me crazy.
そんなに
Good morning.
Excuse
You've got yourself a nice.
It's heartbreaking to see the town in decline like this. Everything's going down the drain, just like this wobbly table.
つけテーブルグラグラしてるけど。
Good morning.
Excuse
Are you all right?
Please don't ask. I can't even savor my cognac as long as this
酒飲
terrible
むなよ。
table.
朝っぱらから。
Good morning.
Excuse
Ah.
You better keep your distance. This table has a horrible wobble.
Looks like it was struck by lightning the other night. Still looks in good condition, though.
お、疲れるじゃん。つかなかった。
煙が出てる。
Hilarious the Unready, Margrave of Trüberbrook.
Conqueror of the Dragon, Savior of Trüberbrook, yep. In the year of our Lord, 1250.
There's a selection of local vertebrae.
Wooden fences always remind me of my old neighborhood.
うん。
一体、あ、まあいいか。一体宿に戻ってみたらいいんじゃねと思って。
Locked.
なんだよ。また鍵開いてねえし。
Paddleboat rental. 1 hour, 1 Deutschmark. Its heydays are over. That's some sturdy, full-grown. A beautiful, healthy tree.
Acasoidu platanus, the sycamore maple.
量子物理学っていう割には植物にも詳しいね。早歩きになった。
うん。できた。今ならできる。
シャカシャカシャカシャカ。機嫌悪そうな歩き方するね。 あ、空いてる奥も。
Good morning.
Morning,
Mr.
Mr. Tenhauser.
I'd like to report a theft. There was an uninvited guest in my room.
In our house? Oh dear, I'm so very sorry. Let me call the police immediately.
Thanks.
I will keep you informed.
優しい。
This establishment you call your own has...
A family business for more than 75 years. Actually, I took over the guest house together with my brother. But now it's just me.
Being the only guest, I was wondering, how's the season going so far?
Season? We haven't had one in ages.
Your daughter really likes watching TV, huh?
You see, the kid is always in front of the box. She's got her mind set on extraterrestrials and alien worlds. Nonsense, don't you think?
So what happened to your brother?
The only interest that scoundrel had was in his bottles. In the end, that good-for-nothing took a half too much of his Bolzenschuss and just made off. Anything else I can do for you?
Truda, would you pour me one of your Pilsner beers, please?
Just a second, Professor. Here, a coaster.
ビールうまそうだね。
There you go. Cheers.
She's the landlady here.
Precisely.
喋った。
Good morning.
Morning, Mr.
Can you tell me something about the old cable car?
The cable car leads up to the old mine. It used to belong to the Baron von Sülz. Then this company from overseas forced him to sell it.
Who exactly is this Baron von...
Baron von Sülz used to run the mine, a philanthropist and patron of the art. His wife was a flamboyant Baroness von Sülz. You must have heard of her. Anyway, when the company took over the Baroness dropped him as well and left the Baron behind. Now his cat is his only remaining pleasure.
あ、さっきの変な猫だなって言ったやつ。
Do you know?
An old silver mine. It's been a few years, back in the days, when there was enough work. Then this company took over the mine, only to shut it down immediately.
So why did they shut down...
There is talk and rumors all over the town. Allegedly, people started disappearing without a trace. Tourists, poor laborers without families, the odd stranger. Some folks were also talking about toxic residues in the air and the water, but nobody knows anything with certainty. If you ask me, I'm just glad the whole affair has come. All those rumors have kept spa guests away for years, as you can see for yourself.
What about this mysterious company you were talking of?
They are called Millennium Cooperative or something like that. A very dubious corporation. They have connections to the top, if you know what I mean. Way up to the highest circles of power.
What became of the people working the mine?
More and more outsiders came to town. Nobody knows what they were actually doing in the mines. Some went missing, some went crazy. Who can tell? At one point, they even bought the old sanitarium in order to provide housing for their workers. That was before the mine shut down, of course.
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
About the cable car.
Sure. What else do you want to...
なるほど。
I've heard enough.
Anything?
I'll be leaving.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser. By the way, the buffet is open.
やった。
Please help yourself.
Hey, please don't stand there.
すいません。
Hey, you are blocking the screen.
Science fiction. Something involved. She seems very focused. Hey. She's almost in a trance.
Please don't stand there.
ダメなのか。
Excuse me. Didn't mean to. What's that you're watching?
Never seen a TV before?
Coming up next, a new episode of Rocket Ship Andromeda.
Have you been living under a rock? With a TV set, you can take journeys to other worlds. Now that I think of it, I have never seen you here before. Are you from another world as well?
Not, my name is Hans. I just arrived from Berlin.
Hey Hans, I'm Leni. My mom owns the place.
70,000 light years from home, the rocket ship has stranded in star system Omega 3.
Is Berlin also in star system Omega 3?
Berlin is located right in the middle of Brandenburg, so it is worlds apart.
Brandenburg? Never heard of it.
Star Cybernetation Commander Aurora is searching for a way back home.
And what do you do for a living? Are you a famous cybernetician too?
I'm a quantum physicist.
And what? Anyways, I'm going to be a star cybernetician.
Only Commander Aurora can disintegrate the even Rulans into thin air with her space beams.
So, do you Berlinalians have any special powers? Can you make things disappear?
I can make incredible amounts of candy disappear.
I can do that too.
Stay tuned, folks. We will be right back after a few consumer-oriented product endorsements.
My uncle knew how to make things disappear as well. I also know where, but I mustn't tell anyone on Earth.
Your uncle was a wizard?
Wizards? They aren't even real.
So, what do I have to do to make you tell me?
There's only one thing I can think of. Can you prove you're not an Earthling?
I'll think of something.
ビュッフェでも食べよ
Look, this is the star log I'm using to stay in contact with my home planet. Just met human child Lenny, keeper of a cosmic secret.
Awesome. Is this a Starlock for real? May I please?
My pleasure.
This is Leni of planet Earth speaking. My uncle had a secret stash hidden under a loose plank in room 3.
Room 3? That happens to be my room.
Room 3 used to be where my uncle Heinz lived.
And where is your uncle now?
My mom says he is now living on planet No Good.
死んじゃったの
Now where would this lead to? There's something funny about that clock.
どこ
A dim oil painting showing a couple of withering roses in a vase. Some of the varnish is starting to come off.
そんな風に読めてる
Modern cuisine. A lump of minced meat in the shape of a hedgehog garnished with spike resembling breadsticks. Toast Hawaii. Cheese skewers.
Looks a bit shabby.
うなこと言うなよ
Note to self, the buffet in this guest house is an obvious case for the public health department. I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. But I love cheese skewers.
あれで見るやつトムとジェイで見るやつ
They serve traditionally hearty local meals in this place. Apparently, a few maggots found themselves a lovely home in there.
最悪
I've already made an entry on this.
触れるよ
They serve traditionally hearty local meals in this place. Apparently, a few maggots.
I'll save you, my little friend.
やったでなんだこれなんすか
This can must have fallen off the
Oh.
table.
そういうタイプなんだ期間であんま日本で見ねえけどすごいねかわいいね
うんかわいい
Locked.
またかよどんだけ買いかかってんだよ
とりあえず自分の部屋行ってみた
うん早送り歩くっていうよりも早歩きっていうよりも早送りだ
Huh.
There really is a hidden stash below. Loads of useless junk, and an almost empty bottle of schnapps. I'll only take the schnapps. Bolts and shoes.
シナプスって何？
シナプス。なんだろ
Before you even know, the world lies in ruins. I hope this isn't a bad omen.
タオル。
あ、ベッドの
I
とこ
don't want to mess.
ベッドのとこの本とか机の下のボールとか。スケジュール帳？
宿泊者の名前？
なんか血ついてた。
血あれ？
There's something lying on the floor. It's a massage rod. Somebody must have misplaced it.
さあ、洗うと、それなんか部屋をきれいにするときに気づこうよ。とりあえずそれ何？調べてみてよ。
Maybe somebody hid their money in there.
あ、ネズミの穴か。あ、だからチーズ串か。
No. No.
コメント。
Supplemental. I'm afraid the condition of my room is far below expected.
本当だな。
The weather has brightened up. In my old flat share, we used to throw the trash out of the window. I promise not to do that anymore.
えらい。
ほんで
The antenna provides TV reception for the guest house.
使えるこれ
Hey, mister! Hey, mister!
すいません
Fresh air is still the preferable way to dry your laundry.
これやったー
クローゼットの中には
Just a hanger. I don't want to cover up these people's works of art. Hanging dead animals on your wall.
なんもないんかい
Nothing appears. No.
きることってある？
そう。
何が？
Hey, mister!
Excuse me. Didn't mean to.
あ、
あの子供とはもう喋れないの？
I need to know what happens.
Oh, thanks. For me?
I found it under the bed.
And now you want to, let's say, pawn this device in exchange for a fishing rod?
Yes, that sounds like a good deal.
Just be sure to bring it back, will you?
It joke.
それビールってあれせっかく頼んだんだし。あ、コースターが落ちたのか。
なんだこれ。だから何？
あ、なんか新聞みたいなのあるけど、椅子の上に。
コースターじゃん。
全然話聞かないのな、私。
ん？
椅子の上に新聞みたいなのあったんだけど。
椅子の上？
読めねえ。それも字幕でやってくれればよかったのに、せめて。
釣り竿なんかあったっけ？釣り竿？
ご飯で釣りもしてくれる？
思いつくことでいいわ。僕は戻ることぐらいだ。釣りなんてできないっしょ。あ、こうか。で、魚釣れたとしてもガラクタでも釣れないかな。これ
あ、ワームもある。
なるほど。缶詰なんだよ。
Subject: Species reintroduction. Although I can't
そうそう。
return. Well then, good catch.
キツネっぽい猫っぽいやつが屋根の上に乗ってる。お、あー、なんだ、お祭りでもしたか。
What the? Can opener?
缶オープナーでなんであんな風になっちゃうんだよ。
I don't think it's in the mood for that right now.
うっかり。
This cat again.
すごい尻尾振るな、あの猫。
This bucket seems to have been hung here for purely decorative reasons.
Oh, これじゃん。あ、ね、これは何？タオルは何？
I don't want to cover up these people's works.
缶オープナーで何すんの？
これちょっと。
Now it's a case for the metal restorer.
なんかあるだろう。
A set of armor, professionally disassembled.
やっぱり脆いやつだ。
I professionally disassembled this town's landmark, an old set of armor, in a fit of passion. Note to self, make another appointment with a clinical psychologist.
自分でもそう思ってた。はい。あ、やった。これで、ああ。
これで何なんの？
一個思いつくことがある。
ガタガタのテーブルを直せる。
I don't want to frighten him.
Hilarious, unready? Unready? Is that you? Is that you?
違うよ。
あ、コースターで足のガタガタ直せんじゃん。
I can't bend over that far in this armor.
じゃあ、あと行きます。
The youth of today. The youth of today.
なんで同じこと2回しゃべるんだ。
早くね。遅いんだよ、これ。
Voila. There's a current again.
I'll just leave it like that.
なんだよ、この格好。
What's this? The table stopped wobbling? Oh, thank you. I was hardly able to focus on anything else.
この人に聞くことがあるな。
Thank you. But I believe this ordinary table is not deserving of you.
Good morning.
Excuse.
You've got yourself a nice
The name is Baron Otto Titan von Trüberbrook.
Tannhauser. Pleased to meet you.
Please come over. Don't waste the opportunity to put up with the company of a lonely, broken old man.
Are you from around these parts?
You may very well. I put all my life's work into the well-being. I once was the owner of both. That's all history now.
Do you have any friends?
My spouse left me for good. and my beloved only Claus remained loyal to me. Alas, now even he has.
Who is Claus?
Claus is my tomcat,
やっぱり
and he was the only one to always remain by my. But now, he's vanished. Without everything in this world is going down the drain.
Were you whining?
I don't know. Claus was always faithful and stood by my side. Then he just disappeared without a trace. You can't rely on anything in this world anymore.
Do you have any friends?
Alas.
What kind of a strange place is this?
Well, you should know. This used to be one of the most beautiful spots on the face of the fair and the fortunate came here for treatment. Travelers and tourists of citizens that weren't occupied in it, but it's all over now.
Do you still have the key to the old cable car?
Please excuse me, but I need some rest to mourn for Claus.
もう死んでるじゃないか。
Any news about?
Nothing.
なるほどね。
Please excuse me.
どうすんだ。猫ちゃんどうすんだ。
猫ちゃん
缶詰じゃダメなの。
猫ちゃんした。
選択肢がなかったねさっき。
あ、いや、いた。木の上にいる。がいっぱいある。
Oh my. It looks dead.
本当にこれ猫
It
なの
won't be this easy getting close to it.
狐にしか見えん。
尻尾でかい。
うん。
9 lives or not, I don't think it would survive that drop. A beautiful Akersoy. Oh,
出らんなく、降りらんなくなっちゃったもしかして。
soft as a feather.
Ah.
ビヨーンってなった。
すごい。あ、い
入れた。
俺もお菓子の筒あったらやろう。
ビヨーンだった。誰にやるの？
吹き矢みたいにする。
誰にやるの？それを誰にやるの？
いけいけ。あ、どこ行ったよ。ん？
The cat doesn't seem to like you. It would tear me to pieces. You like this, don't you?
それなんだっけ？箱か。
ああ。
Claus?
食ってんじゃないかな。まだ食ってるじゃないですか。
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
Any news about Claude?
Nothing.
Please excuse.
どこ行っちゃったのクロース。 なんか音だけ食ってない。
音だけ鳴ってるけど。バグ？
音声はある。缶詰そこにあるもんね。
Actually, it's.
どこ行ったんだ？
山の上じゃね。いた。
Nowhere to run from here, kitty.
Oh.
Oh. I think he passed out.
よかったね。
Now I've got you.
大丈夫か？
キツネじゃんやっぱこれ
やっぱ。キツネじゃねえか。猫ちゃんって言うけど。
I've already made it. Time? I just. It's glowing red. Is this by chance your cat?
Oh, my beloved Claus. Where have you been? You look exhausted, old friend.
で、
Good morning.
Excuse.
Could you tell me something about the.
Don't bring up the old cable car.
So what's with.
I used to own the cable car. Everything was taken away from me. Those maniacs destroyed everything. The cable car, the...
Who are these maniacs you're referring to?
The Millennium Cooperative, a multinational conglomerate of enterprises. Ruthless and unscrupulous. They leave us little family businesses with next to nothing.
You ran a mining business?
Well, but yes. I am the Baron von Zölz, entrepreneur and mining engineer in the third generation, district mayor of Trüberbrook Zölz and Trüberbrook Düssel, assistant secretary to the municipal council, patron of Trüberbrook and the arts, well-known.
Please go on.
More and more outsiders came to town. What they were actually up to in the mine? But after a few years of quick profits, they shut down the place and closed the cable car all together in one go. Just think of it. This was my life's work. They closed down the mines, drove away the people, and turned a once flourishing community into a ghost town.
What do you mean they destroyed?
First, they stripped me of the mine. Then, more and more dubious eggheads and foreign workers start driving visitors away with the gigantic machines.
These must have been difficult times for you.
I appreciate your concern.
Would you mind lending me the key to the old cable car?
You've been so kind to me today. You have reunited an old man with his love. I'd have given you everything.
そこまで
Yet all you desire in your modesty
そこまでなの
is agent
ねえだろでも
Here you
それ
are.
がねえんだよ
I can't fathom what you may want with it, but
ありがとう
you've been so... You have re...
ああ
Hi.
Hey.
About the cable car. Question. What?
We need the master key to... Why don't you take a look around town? Anything else?
No thanks.
Good. I'll try to... Something's...
I met a woman named Gretchen in Trüberbrook.
Gresham studied anthropology in Vienna.
Could you please focus on the task at hand? Good job. The cable car is good.
Now that the cable car is fixed,
怖
we
えな
need something to replace the missing gondolas.
I have to insert a coin for.
コインないの
A platform further uptown presents a wonderful view of the valley. Leaning on this rusty rail, nose to the wind, I can let my gaze wander freely to the other shore and across the mountains.
卵黄風の種だな。食べる？
ああ、それで行くの危ね。
あぶね。もう女の人に話すことはないんだっけ？
The local gondola, although there aren't a smell of oil and
しょうね。
Hi.
Hey,
I wonder what
presumably not the who else would steal a paper on
Yeah.
quantum physics.
So,
The day before yesterday feels much longer though. And just saying, the public transportation around here?
why Trüberbrook of all places? It's hard to find. But I'm not from these parts after all.
I've been trying to pinpoint the exact location, and when I finally found them, I immediately took off. The people around here are nice, but also a little.
I was given a warm welcome though.
Tell me about yourself.
What would you like to know?
So you're from the States, huh?
The United States of America.
Where from exactly?
Woodinville, Washington.
Never heard of it. Any bigger cities nearby that I might know?
Seattle, the rainy jewel of the Northwest. Heard of it?
Oh yes, I know the place. I was passing through some time ago.
You've been to the States?
Yes, once. That was a few years back though. Actually, I had come to New York to attend a conference, but then I got acquainted with some folks there and stayed a while longer.
A while longer.
Not the whole time, no. Took a little road trip. First off to the New England state, Boston, Waterville, all the way up to then Canada, Midwest, Montreal, Toronto, Detroit, Chicago, on and on. Then Washington state, sort of got stuck with Oregon, down to San Francisco.
あ、オレゴンだ。
Ah, that's where it goes.
Wow.
急にオレゴン
You
に
must have
話す
passed
か
through
ら。
Seattle on the way then.
Yes,
Oregon.
maybe.
税がかかんないから海外アカウン
No,
ト
I
作る
studied
には
on
オ
the
レゴン
East Coast,
Ah.
the Cornell, Ithaca, under Dr. Schrodinger. Have you heard of him?
Ah, of
いい
course.
国だよね。
Now I understand why you're on exchange in Germany.
Exchange? No, it's more of a coincidence. I won the trip.
You won?
Don't ask me. I've never taken part in any
えすぎ
lottery.
るな。なんでそんなの行くんだ
Interesting. Uh-huh. So.
確かに。
止まっ
I've...
I'm sure this will take us up the mountain.
You're a funny man, Tannhauser. I like it.
折れそう。
お金。ずいぶん腕力に自信があるな。いやすげえなあんた。うわ
Man, you're some klutz. We'll meet on top. In case you manage to find a way. See ya.
あなた本当にどうちねで済ませられるレベルなのそれって。
パラディーゾ。パラディーゾ。どこだこれ。
Hello? Hello? Fascinating.
生死の境をさまよってない大丈夫。これ食べんの食べないの
Neck
Oh, you
circumference
oh.
39 centimeters. Heart rate
Oh, you
66 steady.
どこここ
Generally neglected, yet overall stable condition. Vigilance decrement, patient somnolent. Reduced effect display. Skin pigmentation livid. Nutritional basic needs barely met.
誰だよお前
Muscular system recessive. Possible myopathy. Barrel-shaped thorax. Strongly
なん
noticeable
か
funnel
言われたい
chest.
放題じゃん。
Raisin-colored notes on both sides of the mid-clavicular line in the fourth ICS. Marfan syndrome, arachnodactyly.
Huh?
Lower extremities atrophic. Enormous kyphosis. Extremities bilaterally impaired, reduced muscle tone.
ただ悪口やん
Weak monosynaptic reflex. Past finger-nose coherence test line without anomalies. Abdomen flexible, no hardening.
What?
Overly vibrant bowel noises. Hyperreflexia, mood agitated. Patient's condition unclear.
Where am I?
Patient has regained consciousness and appears responsive.
Excuse me, please. Could you tell me where I am?
Patient's orientation to person, space, time, and dimension remains unclear.
自己紹介
I have to ask you a couple of questions. How are you feeling?
Ouch.
Who are you?
I'm selling these fine massage rods.
What are you doing here?
I was just about to ask you the same question.
Assuming you knew, where have you been born or assembled?
Assembled?
Have you ever had a déjà vu?
Only that I don't even understand this question either.
Have you ever had an out-of-body experience?
You are going to have an out-of-body experience in a moment, pal.
Interesting. Please remain prepared for further examinations.
Are you even listening to me?
I'm afraid we can't let you leave until we have verified your right to stay. It's for your own safety. Just knock the door loud and clearly when you feel able to undergo a few more experiments. I'll be there to pick you up.
前で話に
The
なる
patient's status remains unclear.
なんでその歩き方
I'm feeling a little dizzy.
Dr. Remmler, please behave.
They took away all my cool gadgets and locked me up in this small
それは
room.
持ってんのかでも
I tried protesting, but to no avail. What have I gotten myself into? It definitely doesn't feel like a relaxing summer vacation so far.
いやでも意外と冷静というか
じゃあやっててトイレ行ってお湯入れてくるわ
あ結局食べんのね食べんのかどうか聞いてもきあやばなんか進んじゃったあーなるほどね
It's locked tight. Brute force won't help. Why, of course. But where? There. It's covered in mold. A good dose of chloride is the only option. It's calcified. Memories of my dorm room, not so long ago. No water pressure. Or clogged.
looks rusty. A coin. It fell right out of the shower head. And right into my inventory for some cosmic reason. The benefits of capitalism. They don't seem to take hygiene too seriously around here. I'd rather not know what happened here.
ああ、調べるとここで確認できるじゃん。
A fuse box. The lid is hanging off its hinges. I'm feeling a light breeze of air. Maybe I can squeeze through. Fried.
ここにあった骸骨をベッドの中に入れて、
じゃあ来るのをこうが来るからなんとかしたいんでしょ。
あ、なんかあった。
There's something written on the wall. It's hard to decipher in the darkness.
あとここでチェックできる箇所がわかるんだね。
なるほどね。
あとなんかこっからコインが落ちて、運命的に僕のポケットに入って、
すごい
資産主義の恩恵だった。
資産主義だったのか。
Where the heck am I? I can't reach it.
卵だれは蓋の上で温めないでください。
温めないでください。
温めたら固まっちゃいますからねってことじゃん。
そうだな。
I could use this to climb to the hatch. I'm feeling a light breeze of air. Maybe I can squeeze through.
無理だろ。
Are you ready for further tests?
Let me go.
First, the tests.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Forget it.
なんかどうしたらいいんだろう。どうする？
上には何なの？
こう
その上のやつ。
ここ調べる？
調べる。本当にすごいね。なんかグラフィック。
I need a very special tool to unscrew those very small screws.
ああ、怪しいことしたいからチェックされる。
ネジを開けるもの。
これでいいじゃん。あ、間違えた。こうか。
そっか出た。何これ。サナトリアムパラディソ。なんか昔の感じのやつは装飾がいいね。倍色でたくさん見たけど。
That's where I came through.
ここ
The stairs lead up to the administration.
いっぱい調べられるけど。
The door to the room where they had me locked up.
ひょいひょいと喋りかけて大丈夫なの？
You sound asleep, but I'd rather not push my luck.
寝てんのかよ。
Iron bars? This place is a prison. This door is sealed by a humongous lock.
外っぽいのに。
This door is sealed. I can hear the birds chirping outside. Ah, the sweet sound of freedom.
なんだそれ。
蓄音機。あ、これか。
なんだこれ。ケーブルがあるけど。
As far as I know, these apparatuses serve therapeutic purposes.
声。
They do, right?
持ってけ。
Sanatorium Paradiso, a bucolic sanctuary in the climatic health resort Trüberbrook. Beautifully situated retreat, fresh forest air, wooded mountain slopes, established high cuisine.
ちょっと見ろよ。時間見てる？
見てるよ。
A list of patients.
ちっちゃくて読めないよ。
宿泊者ってこと？
違う、患者のリスト。
あ、患者のリストか。
まあいい。なんかちっぽいの出てきた。
インクでしょ。
読めないので、
すごいね、グラフィック。
うん。
本物みたい。
I can barely imagine what these poor souls must have gone through. I wonder what's in there. I need the right combination.
もういないんかい。
綺麗だね。
本当なの？なにいろんな本が読めるけどなんか。
読めないじゃん。書いてあるのが読めるだけ。
あ、確かに。そこは翻訳してくれないのかよ。
まあ翻訳する必要もないんじゃない？
As beautiful as the view is, I think I'd rather leave. I'll take it with me. It might come in handy should I need an improvised hat.
アルミホイル。
Somebody cooked a piece of meat on this. I don't want to think about it. No coals, no matches.
がっかり。
An aquarium full of leeches? This place is full of strange surprises.
昼なんそれ。
I'm not in the mood for a snack right now.
食べんだよ。
こでも使えるのか。とりあえずちょっと後で。
なんか発掘されたの。
Fascinating.
すげえ本の数だな。翻訳する必要ねえな。あ、
So many books. Maybe I should consider staying in this place.
眺めはいいしね。
Construction schematics for a quantum discriminator. Never heard of it.
量子識別機。
I am a quantum physicist for what it's worth.
だな。
研究されてんの。
何？
X-rays. The wonders of science.
線。
ああ、レントゲンだ、本当に。
Ghastly.
入るか、あれかな。じゃあこれ。
I'm not in the mood for a snack right now.
なんだよ。
I'm not in the mood.
冗談だ。暗証番号。
ああ。一応できることがもうちょっとないわけじゃないんだけ
ど。本当だ、かまたん風になった。
やった？本当だ。
The stairs lead up.
どれが半分食っとこう。いや、お前が先食う？
いや、いいよ。先食って。
海苔の色が甘い。
古い、ちょっと古いからね。暗証番号、ここから分かることなんてあるかな？
あるか。
もうこっちの方がまだ暗証番号っぽいけど。確かに。でも数字はあんまりないな。
Sanatorium Paradiso. What a strange place.
戻った方がいいのかな。まだ思いつかない。これか？あった。
Oh no. I'm not really going to have to replace the fuses, right? My dad always used to say, son, whatever you do, stay away from fuse boxes.
これ電気つかないかな。
It's hard to decipher in the darkness.
あ、これか。お、やったー。お、5078。
Well, thanks, I guess.
5078。
It's locked tight. Brute force won't help.
テストがどうってなんかやった方が。じゃあ暗証番号の方からやってみる。 こっちの方が先に進む道っぽいよね。でもどう話したってテストには行かないのかな。試しにやってみる？ん？うん、食べる。じゃあ
書いてあるよ。
I'll try with this code someone left on the wall.
あ、何入ってんのよ。鍵？
Interesting. These seem to be the medical records.
見たことあるぞこれ。
There you are.
あ。
You must be lost.
Excuse me. Is this the way to the
時
rescue?
間制限があるのこれ。
No more lame excuses. We are going to perform the test now.
なんか、あら。結局かよ。
That slumber morale smoothie sure made me dizzy. I can see clearly now. Come on, let's get it over with.
If you say so. Let's start with a short evaluation of your associative capabilities. A sort of warm-up, if you will. We are going to show you a series of images, and you will tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. First image?
War.
That is unexpected.
So.
Second image?
なんでそれすごい想像力だ。
Cookies, molehills, and daddy issues. What if I made up all these along the way? You'd never know.
If you say so. Now focus, please. Image number 3.
なんだこりゃ。不必要な暴
Beautiful
力。
butterfly. Have you ever been bitten by a butterfly? No, me either.
Remarkable.
ごめんなさいね。
And we're done.
本当だ。
That's that.
適当に作りすぎた。
Mr. Tannhauser, there is no need to play games anymore. It's your decision to make. We both know you'll run out of excuses sooner or later. That's when we've got you. Then you'll have nowhere left to hide. We know who and what you are. Ultimately, it's up to you to take that first step into the right direction. Let's keep you here for the time being.
そうなのかよ。解放はしてくんねえのか。またこ
Now
こ
we only need to get a few things set up. Then we'll pick you up once the proceedings are about to commence.
やだよ。
Knock on the door when you feel ready.
I think I'm sobering up again finally. What a trip. They don't seem to take hot, rather not. The door to the room where they... Not as long as the snoring... A list of patients. I can barely imagine. Sanatorium Paradis Abuse. Interesting.
やりたいことが思いつかなかった。
ドアノックすればいいんじゃない普通に。
いやでもあいつが親父が寝てるやつが邪魔。
違う、中から。
中からうん。やることなんてないね。
I'm not in the mood for a snack right.
うん。一旦戻ってってこと？検査も受けるか
I'll try with this code someone left on the wall.
No. It doesn't have a coin slot.
なんで？
でけえ自販機だな。
Are you ready for...
Let me go.
First, the...
Fine then, I'm ready. That slumber morel smoothie sure made me dizzy. I can see clearly now. Could these be the keys to the main entrance?
Oh.
I know exactly what you are up to. Forget it.
はい。じゃあこいつが邪魔なわけ。これは
Could you adjust the contrast settings?
He's going to flick the switch on me if I make even the slightest move.
Could you adjust the
Could these be the keys to the...
I know.
Come on!
If you... Let's start with a sort of warm-up. We're going to... And you will tell me first...
War.
That is... sec...
You are aware that all of this...
If you say so. Now for image...
Unnecessary violence.
Extraordinary. And we're counting in the benefit of the doubt. I think you've... Next up is self-assessment, ranging from 1, very inaccurate, to 4, very accurate. How would you rate the following statements? I often feel controlled by others.
なんでそれ
1.
I enjoy carrying a lot.
4.
I don't bring matters to an end.
I'm leaning towards a 2.
I often get the impression that my life and...
Probably 3. Almost, but not yet there. 3 out of 4 it is.
Thank you. Next we are going to show you a few colors. Please describe... Let's begin. So what do you see? Please describe this color as precisely...
This is going nowhere. I'm not playing your games, you sadist.
If you say so. How do you feel about anything particular that...
Kitsch. What?
Thank you. And what are your associations?
Fragile. Like a butterfly in a hurricane. No, actually, a butterfly isn't really all that fragile.
Remarkable. If you had to put a name on this shape, what would it be?
What was your name again?
Just the test. Then you are free to leave. And this one?
Kevin?
Thank you. Now a few questions. Would you rather have landed in Roswell or...
This seems to be a good opportunity to point out that I am not an alien.
Would you rather be the only suit at Woodstock or the only hippie on Wall Street?
This is not a scientific question.
Would you rather have a hammer toe or sickle cell...
Stop. Hammer toe.
Would you rather want to have Heinz Erhardt's expertise in economics or Ludwig Erhard?
Can't I have Amelia Earhart's courage instead?
Would you rather be an eagle with a shell?
Is this about calculating the aerodynamics of a turtle shell in relation to a given wingspan?
Thank you. Think of your childhood. What are the first...
Endless summer vacations.
Are you sometimes afraid of the day you're true?
Well, yes. Aren't you?
Do you sometimes feel that everything is just about to happen?
Yes.
Congratulations, my dear Mr. Tannhauser. You have passed the associative test with excellent results. I have no more doubts that you are a real human.
A real That's what this was all about?
I apologize for the inconvenience, but one can never be sure these days. It's our civic duty to track down and detain these aliens. They are among us. Mark my words, Mr. Tannhauser. You are free to go. Please show yourself out.
I'm a human being, of flesh and blood, and now I'm going home. Aliens? You must be out of your minds.
しれっと壁抜けバグにならないで。
本当だ。ごめんなさいね。壁抜けダメじゃない。ちょっと見しょう。
Could these be the keys to the main entrance?
いいのこれ。
This is an act of illegal detention. I know my rights. Prepare to get sued.
アメリカ人っぽい。
うん。
なんかドイツ語だけどみんなドイツ人だけどみんな英語なんだな。関係はないのかな。
I'll leave the key under the doormat.
Where am I? Hello? Anybody there?
This way.
What is this place?
なんか見えるだけあった。
I've arrived at some sort of mining facility. It looks abandoned.
どこだよこれ。
Judging by our tracks, I've almost caught up with Gretchen.
さっきの何だったの？
よくわからない。
It's the same device as down in the valley. No way. That hurtling chain would probably hurt me very badly.
Let's have at it.
A rusty old cogwheel. A compartment in which to... An old ore mining cart. C3H8. Propane. Highly flammable.
おお、やったぜ。
そんなもの持つな。
ここ開けたいんだよ。
It seems like someone wanted to avoid it.
本当なの？
No chance. Could end up blowing it to smithereens.
危ない。
The ashes in this fire pit, or maybe someone cooked him.
お、誰かいたんかな。
Beverly, I believe I found Gretchen's campsite. She probably went ahead without me.
No, 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 Hans, that would be a
危
really...
ない。
An old ore mining cart. It is missing the fourth wheel.
タイヤがねえ。これでいけ
歯
ますか。
車でなんとかならんやろか。なるんかい。
カタカタだけど。
Stop.
だ。
くくりつけるんだ。なるほど。そんな感じにつけた。
Not without headgear. I'm not that tired of living.
なるほど。
その三角は何なん？聞いてる？
Debris.
その三角って何の音？
People keep losing helmets all the time.
マジか。洞窟の上にある三角。
旗？旗のこと？
うん、多分。
No admittance.
四角もある。
Restricted area. Danger. Keep out. Here we go.
超危なくない？
うわー、そうやって突っ込む予定だったのか。
トロコで壊させるのかと思ったな。
すごい。
すごい。
かっこいい。俺も覚えとこう。どこまで行くんだよ。
坑道の奥の奥まで行くじゃないか。
大丈夫かよ。
なかなかパワフルな休暇だこと。
Beverly, the time has come.
本当よ。
I am stranded, trapped deep underground in some sort of god-forsaken cave. It's freezing cold.
よく落ち
I
な
can
かった
hardly
ね。
see a thing.
死にそう。
Whoever finds this recording, please hand the cassette tape to Miss Beverly. And now this. Hello?
もう遺言になっちゃった。
はい、スーツ前。
It gave up the...
見たらわかる。
Darn. My attempts at resourceful engineering have not withstood the test of...
本当なの。
completely kaput. Always remember to wear your helmets, kids.
こんなの普通置いてくかね。
There's some sort of light beyond.
Gretchen?
Maybe I can swing over. That's a pretty deep drop. I can't even see the floor from here.
Can anybody hear me?
I wish I could leave this godforsaken cave. That's a pretty... I can't even... I've heard that cave fishing is a thing, but I'm really not in the mood right now.
何も釣れね
This pickaxe is probably the only tool around here that could be useful to me.
鍾乳洞にもマーカーがあるよ。上にでっかいやつ。
An interesting rock formation.
Help!
マジかよ。まあ、唯一のアイテムを。
これでいける。
バルブ？
This valve is missing its rotary handle.
あらら。
Years of decay made this pipe brittle. Always remember to wear your helmets, kids.
確かまだ使うことになると。
Good thing there's no monkey wrench involved in this puzzle.
De? 水取ってんのかこれ。折れろ。
There you go. Water March.
水溜まる？ あ、溜まってきた。マジかよ。
Years of decay made this pipe.
これだ。
アクションゲームみたいなことするの。
Away with it.
さあ。アクティブなことすんな。
お、なんかあるか、儀式。
Oh, you finally made it! I almost thought you'd never come. Look at you, covered in dirt. Did you stumble all the way here through the old mines?
上から来てる。
I don't have to answer that. Anyway, you're not going to believe what just happened to me.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You gotta tell me every single detail when we have the time.
They sure have big doors around here.
It looks like they really wanted to make sure there was no trespassing.
なんか絵みたいなのがある。
Maybe this is some kind of activation device.
We need to get that door open.
でっけど。
あ、なんか書いてある。
What's that over there?
Interesting. Are you thinking what I am thinking?
なるほど。
Is this a graffito?
Down here. In any case, it's hard to decipher.
Are you seeing that hexagon there as well?
No idea. You've got the door open already?
Look, this seems to have activated one of the lights on the vault door. You see that afterglow?
その上、あ、それか。
Could you point the light in this direction?
Ah, interesting. This looks like a Latin inscription.
ラテン語
Hang
な
on to your head. Interpreted freely, this translates to Path of No Return. Hogwash, you Romans.
Interesting. Maybe these inscriptions are somehow connected to the opening mechanism. Some sort of photonic reception, perhaps.
そのラテン語の上あたりにもなんか、そこにもなんかあったね。
Did you actually rappel down?
Of course. How else? Any ideas?
Could you point the light in this direction?
Just a shadow.
なんか赤い文字みたいな。
Can I get a light here?
No, nothing.
こんな闇雲でいいの？
What do you make of this?
Weird. Tannhauser, these are ancient Egyptian
い
hieroglyphs.
ろんな文字があるね。
What are they doing here? I'm afraid I don't know too much about them. This pictogram on the left could mean door or gateway. It's followed by the symbol of death. Doesn't that spark your curiosity as well?
人類学ってそ
Did
こ
you
までわ
notice
かん
that
ない。
other little light turning on?
I don't get it. Open sesame!
Wow. Congratulations. I think you found your ritual site. What do you think? Why is this place all covered in scribblings?
All of these characters are in different languages. It's impossible to tell from down here whether they were written.
I was abducted, imprisoned, and scrutinized by a mad scientist.
You must have bumped your head too hard.
No, for real. There is an old sanitarium down this valley.
I thought no one's lived there in ages.
There's at least one so-called scientist. He conducted a wide range of
tests. Tenhauser, are you sure you haven't suffered some sort of brain damage?
How do I know? I was abducted.
You must have. I thought.
There's at least one so-called
tests.
Yes, he had me.
Tenhauser.
How do I know? I found your camp outside.
Yes, I waited for you. But since it took you so long, I couldn't resist going ahead. Enough talk. Let's find a way to open the. What do you think? No idea. Definitely not my proto-Germans.
I'm still wondering who built this.
いろいろあったけど。
I've been thinking, what if it wasn't meant to keep someone out, but to keep something in?
Let's find out.
Beverly, for a moment I thought I was a goner. Now that I've been able to escape this compromising situation, Gretchen and I are standing in front of a gigantic steel gate. I'll get back to you with more details.
この怪しい絵みたいなやつと、そこにある文字みたいなやつと。
Please light up these symbols.
Wow, these look like Neolithic cave paintings.
どんどん古くなるな。
Who would have guessed? A group of stickmen fallen asleep around some sort of hexagon. Tenhauser, this is sensational.
Fallen asleep.
There, another light.
あとは文字だよね。一部左中央ぐらい、画面中央ぐらいにある。
What's that over there?
You're not gonna believe this. These are Germanic runes, my special field of interest. This one roughly translates to Be gone, stranger. For all you may find here is certain death.
超やべえじゃん。
Now there are 5 lights. What does it mean?
Exciting. These must be the thrills they advertise.
違うと思うけど。楽？
And again. Maybe this is some kind of activation device.
文字だけじゃないとダメなのか。
聞いてみよう。教えてくれるはずだ。
What do you think?
Who'd build such a thing?
No idea.
What do you think?
This is all of these. It's impossible to tell from down here whether they were written.
I'm still wondering who.
まさかだけどそんな難しいことってある？
こう抱えて順番。
What's that over there?
Just a crack in the wall.
なんだよ。
Maybe this is some.
Exciting.
Please point the light to the hieroglyphs again.
開いてる、明るが灯ってるうちに他のやつもつけんじゃね？
Could you light up the cave paintings for me again?
ダメだな、すぐ消えるな。間に合わないな。
What's that over there?
Only a flock of bats. Or is it a swarm? A herd? A gaggle? Could you show me that ruin thing again? Can we take a look at the graffito again? Please show me the Latin inscriptions again. Again, 5 lights.
ってことは
Again.
まあ普通に考えたらあれだよね。やっていい？まあ普通に考えたらまず文字のない時代でしょ。
Could you light up the cave paintings for me again?
で象形文字。
Please point the light to the hieroglyphs again.
ラテン語よりはゲルマン人の方
Could you
が
show me
先
that
かな。
ruin thing again?
でルー文字。
検索するのだるい。
Please show me the Latin
ラテン語。
inscriptions again.
うん。
Can we
De
take a look at the
graffiti.
graffito again? Again, 5 lights.
来ないかな。ダメかな。ダメか。
And again. 'Could you light up the cave paintings for me again? Please point the light to the hieroglyphs again.
ラテン語の方が古いかな。
壁画でしょ、まず最初。なんか人が入って。最初に壁画でしょ。
あ、これね。
それは間違いなく最初じゃない。
多分。
で、なんだっけ。ラテン語と、ちょっと待って。
Please show me the Latin inscriptions again.
ラテン語の方が古いかな。ルーン文字の方が古そうなんだけど、
ね。Could you show me that ruin thing again?
喋ってくんねえかな、このことについて。
Can we take a look at the graffito again?
グラフィティは新しい、ね。
グラフィティは一番新しいよ。原始時代、原始時代っていうか、壁画。
This looks promising.
お、やった。
This cave has obviously been visited by explorers.
真ん中の3つが微妙でした。
Isn't it strange that all of them left warnings on the wall? And whoever built this gigantic vault wanted to make sure that only a human with the right set of knowledge could open it. Maybe long after its architects ceased to exist. I assume this is why they utilized all of these different writings. They literally left the code on the wall. In case of an emergency? Remarkable.
Ooh.
Yes!
中身なんだよ。
ラテン語と
作られたような
ラテン語と
ルー
文字がの時系列が分かんなかった。絶対ここに論文ないよ。
まあ論文を探しに来たっていうか、なんか誘い出されたんだけど、
うん、
なんで呼ばれたんだろう。
Let me find the light switch first.
何このグロそうな部屋。絶対やばいよ。
これ
What an enormous compound. Any idea?
I wonder who or what's be.
Let's
take a look around.
あ、これ作ってたじゃん。
This is exciting.
トレーラーで。
あ、そうなんだ。
すごいね。これ作ったんですよ。
すごいね。
Did you see that pretty large particle accelerator? Wow.
これ。
What an enormous compound.
なんかサーバー室みたいなやつ。
All this modern hardware must have cost a fortune.
最近のもんか。
We didn't even have anything remotely this size at my university.
最近のものっつってもこれ時系列自体が1968円だからだいぶ古いよね。下にもあるのか。瓶。
Any idea?
I wonder who.
Something is wrong with the engine powering the solar system, as if the universe was out of balance.
金星かな。
行方不明。
なんて書いてある？マーカー引いてあるからどこ？
フォーレグナ。フォーレグナ。
名前かな。
I stumbled upon an impressive model of our solar system, yet curiously, it displays our 9 planets in disorder, as if much like an event known to the ancient Greeks as ekperosis, the catastrophic. In whether this is a foreshadowing of things to come, or the device is simply broken. Like, to be honest, it's hard to say if it means anything at all.
I'd rather not come too close to this killing machine.
ピシッたいぞ。止めなきゃダメか。
An opening mechanism. Of course, the door is blocked. I brought back order to the universe.
やったー。
ピンができてる。ピンの惑星ができてる。
チケット？
カードキーかな。
It seems to be defective. Of course.
赤い扉は何にもないの。
Error. Memory overflow.
Hello? Anybody there?
Of course. Another locked door.
メモリーオーバーフロ
なんかそこ電気ついたね。
Error. Memory overflow.
もともとついてたんだっけここ。
Error. Memory overflow.
"64 kilobytes of main memory on isolinear chips? Good lord. Gretchen,
Error.
this is the
Memory
future."
overflow.
うるせえ。
Seems you have a RAM module loose.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
あら
Please identify yourself.
2分
Hi, you can call me Hans.
I do not recognize you, Hans.
Why does it matter?
I am only allowed to grant access to authorized personnel.
Now open the door, will you?
I am sorry. I may only grant access to authorized
結構出してくれる
personnel.
ん This isn't going anywhere, Tannhauser. We need brute force.
Any idea?
I wonder who...
Of course.
じゃあこれ
Such a clutter in the back room.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Please identify yourself.
I can't see you. Who's talking there?
My name is Barbarossa 2000. I am the guardian of the station.
Can't you just open this door for me?
Not
あそ
possible.
こレールなのか
This isn't going anywhere, Tannhauser. We need brute force.
受け答え次第よ。
What kind of station is this?
This station was built by the Millennium Cooperative. I may only give this information to authorized individuals.
Who constructed you?
I was developed and built by Dr. von Strack and Dr. Rumler. I am...
How do I become authorized?
Not possible. I cannot authorize you, since I do not know you.
いつか
It's
こ
me,
こにいるんだよ
Dr. von Strack.
Negative. Your voice patterns don't match Dr. von Strack's.
I'm telling you, these things are of no use at all.
How long have you been here?
16 years, 304 days, and 9 hours.
117年。
Aren't you feeling lonely? All on your own down here?
I am patient by nature. My developers
Kawaii.
assured me the station was only temporarily shut down.
What if something happened to Dr. Rumler? Then he could never continue with his work.
Dr. Remler promised me we would start working again very soon. Dr. Remler is my friend. Why would he lie to me?
Maybe he didn't want to hurt your feelings.
Your point is illogical. If what you said was true, how could I rely on statements made by humans?
That is the point. You simply can't.
Overheating in segment B23 imminent.
ああ、エラー起きた。ああ。
The computer is having a problem with its intake vent.
Could you do me a favor and open my intake vent? Please. My processor is breaking into sweat.
No, you're not going to help this overweight glob of grease.
You heard the lady.
This is unfortunate. Could you do me a favor, please? My main board.
No, you're not.
Okay, I'm going to help you.
Thank you. You are a kind person.
Smoking.
That hit the spot.
Any chance you might consider letting me through?
I am very sorry. I can only grant access to authorized personnel. You may wait here if you wish. I would most certainly enjoy your company, yet I may only allow passage to subjects of acquaintance.
But you do know me.
Yes, you are Hans.
Imagine the possibility of Dr. Romler never coming back, and I'd be your only friend.
Are you my friend, Hans?
Your best and only true friend.
You make me happy.
You two are adorable. Get a room.
Now that you know me, would you please let me through?
But if I let you pass, I will be alone again. Will you come back and pay me a visit?
Scout's honor.
Access granted.
やった。何の施設？
It's the Saturn portal.
人がいる。
You have no idea, do you?
What do you mean?
Quantum physicist, ridiculous.
Is that a gun?
Get off of that boy.
I can see no reason for violence here.
Hey. Is that really necessary?
You too, Bambi. Move over there.
Are you serious? After everything we've been through?
You're not gonna stand in my way. You've had your chance, Tannhauser, but you had to follow me around like a puppy dog. Now that's what you get.
But it was you that had the idea to come here.
Shut your pie hole.
なんだよ。
Please, you don't understand. I need help.
What kind of a dork are you? A bunch of hapless maggots, that's what you are. Standing in front of the Saturn portal without any
何な
clue.
んだサターンポータルって。
てかそのトフトって誰？初めて見たけど。
You're staying here, chums. You may as well bid farewell to this stupid clunker while you're at it. It's been getting on my nerves from the beginning.
No.
Bye bye.
scoundrels, others are not. Yes, that's how it is.
I still can't believe Gretchen would play such a wicked game on me.
No, this is not what I wanted.
あなた誰?
Who are you? And what are you doing here anyway? Hey, that was you, last night in my room.
Calm down, please. You must have a lot of questions.
You bet I do.
おじさん?
But first, you should try to get out of this predicament.
I assume you have a plan on how to open the door. You seem to know what you're doing. Who are you anyway?
My name is Lazarus Taft, and I hope you'll excuse my late introduction. I'm a traveler, if you will.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Taft. Tannhauser. Let's talk about stealing my notes.
Yes, that was me. Believe me, I wouldn't have needed to if everything had gone according to my plan. I wanted to ask for your help, but then she surprised me. I know taking your journal wasn't right, and I'm sorry about it. I would have returned it, I promise.
What was it you wanted from my journal? They're really just notes, and a few doodles.
I needed it to tune into the right quantum frequency. See, I'm just an ordinary traveler. I know next to nothing about quantum mechanics. At least not enough to control this portal.
You're talking crazy talk.
This is not the best time to go into too much detail.
Okay, but what's my role in all of this?
I needed your help. You were the last piece of the puzzle. When I saw your article in Science Today, I was 100% sure you were the right guy for me, to help me get home.
She called it a Saturn portal. What was she talking about?
It's a metaphor. Actually, it's just an ordinary quantum portal. You can travel to different realities, distant stars, and galaxies. That is where I come from.
Good Lord. So all of this is real? Do you know who built the portal?
This station was built by the Millennium Cooperative. I believe something went wrong when I came out of the portal. They took me with them and abandoned the station soon afterwards. But they certainly didn't construct the portal.
Who did then?
Who knows? Probably a natural phenomenon, a geological vortex, a high-intensity meridian, a cosmic G-spot. It is ancient. There's a large network, like wormholes connecting different dimensions.
And where are you from? From the other side?
See, and I know that's kind of a lot of information, but I've been stranded here for some time now. I desperately need to leave, get back home. Please don't get me wrong, I really like it here, but I need to go. If I don't, I will die, simple as that. As you probably suspected, you winning that lottery was part of my arrangement, to get you here.
No way!
The problem is that you can't control the portal unless you have the right piece of technology. At home we have a device called a quantum discriminator. You can buy it at any convenience store, but I certainly don't know how to build one myself. This is why I needed your formula, your calculations, to tune in. There are dangers, though. You can disintegrate the whole planet if you aren't careful, which is what she's doing right now. Enough talk. Let's move.
奇妙な話になってきた。そうそう寝なきゃ。
うん。ちょっと内容も済んだし。
This is getting boring.
本当だ。
We are all puppets on a string, Mr. Tannhauser. You are nothing but a pawn in my new narrative.
これポータルだったのか。サターンポータル。
Did we seriously just step out of a phone booth?
We did. Wait, there is another way?
I don't have to answer that. What's it like on the other side?
Different. Hard to describe.
Just try. How does it feel? The transition, I mean.
Hans, we have no time for that right now.
Please, I need to know.
Well, you can imagine it as a rift, a junction in space-time. Your mind enters a stage of near transcendence. There are no thoughts, no words, no sounds or visions, no sense of self. And suddenly, bam, you see a myriad of possibilities exploding right in front of you.
Can you elaborate?
I'm not an expert, but, well, I think it's coming from the neural network making up your consciousness. It temporarily disintegrates during the experience and then, suddenly, reintegrates. The real world, its outlines become somewhat twisted, warped. You may feel some sort of tranquility. Now that I think of it, yes, there's a certain peaceful quality to it. And a deep realization of cosmic quality when you see yourself reflected in the universe. It is an extraordinarily distinctive sensation. You have to try it sometime.
Like, say, an insubstantial, incorporeal blackness? Somewhat energetic? Astronomical? The void?
Exactly. How do you know that?
I think I've seen it.
Listen. I came to you because I see something in you. You are different. Please help me to get home. And help your people by stopping that woman. I don't think she knows of the dangers she's going to unleash. Your world is going to collapse. Everything will collapse. Just look, we need to stop her.
But how? She's insane.
We need to come up with a quantum discriminator somehow.
I don't want to be here at all.
Yet here you are. Sorry, I need to take a short rest.
We could go to my room.
That would actually be awesome. If that's cool with you.
Follow me. Okay, I went over your plans, and I think I get the idea. It's pretty mind-boggling, but it could work. We need to improvise here and there. I found some scrap metal to roughly model a frame for the device.
Let's get it started then.
I'm afraid there are a few integral components that need to be swapped in, though.
Okay, what are we looking for?
First, we need a source of energy. A very strong source. Second, a particle accelerator. That's going to be a tough one to crack. Third, a potent coolant. The whole thing could blow up otherwise. Number 4, last but not least, an interface to control the device. Any kind of peripheral will do.
Okay, how do we begin?
The order doesn't really matter. I'll go to the village. Maybe I can find some substitutes for the missing parts.
Good, just bring them over. I'm sure I can patch them together somehow.
Let's do this.
Thank you, Hans. I'd already be dead if it wasn't for you.
Oh, you. It wasn't that bad.
You are awesome. I just wanted you to know that I'm eternally grateful to have met you. All things considered, dying may not be as bad as I always thought it might be.
Don't you say that.
Even if I don't make it, you need to stop her. Promise?
I'm beginning my search right now. How are you holding up?
Don't worry about it.
You don't look so good. Sorry I said that.
No, it's cool, really. I get that a lot.
About the quantum discriminator.
Yes?
I totally lost track. What was it I was looking for?
Take a look at these. You need a power source. If this was my dimension, I'd recommend using one of those handy... I'm afraid that's not enough.
That's a lot of juice work.
We do need a particle accelerator. Has to be small enough to fit in there.
A brown tube, maybe? From a TV set?
Could work.
I just had an idea.
An interface to control the device. Get a keyboard, buttons, any kind of interface.
I understand.
And a really potent coolant. It's going to burst if we can't.
What do you have in mind?
Water won't do. Think of something.
Okay, I'll be back soon.
中断じゃあする？
そうだな。中断するか。
からこれなんだよ。
What's that gooey stuff? Is that your blood?
Oh, my body is disintegrating.
粘液みたいなやつだ。
It is the effect one has to bear when staying in another dimension for too long.
Does it hurt?
Yes.
あらら。気の毒に。いろんなもん用意してくれた。よくわかんない。なんで
？This is the frame for our quantum discriminator. It's almost finished. We just need to attach a few more components. Still missing an energy source. We also need a coolant. Also, an interface. And last but not least, a particle accelerator.
なんだよこれ。全然見てもわかんねえ。
An empty jar.
A small collection of hydrinos.
ハイドリノってなんだ？
A couple of self-sealing stem bolts.
ステムボルト。
An ectoplasm interference oscillator.
そんなのあんのか？
A hyperlogic coupler.
ハイパーロジックって何？
A cosmic slipstream capacitor.
ハイパーロジックって小さい。
Gasoline powder.
ガソリンパウダ
ー。Interphasic coil spanner. Quantum flux regulator. ODN recoupler. Scissors.
全然わからん。
That's the toolbox I've borrowed from Truda. That's a prototype of the Valentine. A gift from a friend.
An
ectoplasm.
They're having a blast out there.
A couple of self-sealing stem bolt.
It's the orgone collector.
オルゴン。ああ、これを作るんだね。だちっちゃいもと。すんげえの刺して横につけるじゃん。これ作るのこの村にあんのかよ。それを次回やります。近々明日終わんねえかな明日。グラフィックすげえいいなこれ、かっこいい。
かわいい。